everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Cozy Wallflower. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we will be cash stuffing my second November paycheck of $1,200. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are doing well. So I'm going to start off by counting the money, but I did want to show you guys my binders. I did change the setup a little bit, but let's get started with this first. All right, so here is the teller slip. So we got 1, 2, 300. $51.50. 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, so 480. Then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210. And then 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. So that brings us to 1,200. All right, like always, I do have my cash plan here on the side, and I'll leave that there. But, so let's get started with our bills like always. But I did want to show you my new setup. I did make new envelopes, so all of my binders are going to look a little bit different. Let me take one out so I can show you, and I'll show you for each one. But this is my new envelope system. So it's just a line, 3 dots, a bigger line, and I put the category on top. And for ones that are like either his or mine, as in my boyfriend's or mine, I put the initial of whose it is and then the category. I hope you guys like them. I did want to get into maybe the idea of maybe starting to sell on Etsy my envelopes. I'll show you guys the rest as we go through. But yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I would only have them in glossy, but you know what? Just let me know if you guys would be interested in possibly purchasing envelopes, and then we'll see what the results are, and I will go into details after that, figure out how I would do it. But let's see. All right, so let's begin. So for rent, we are stuffing 125, the usual amount. So now we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 5, and 50. So 250. So yeah, the envelopes I had before were probably one of the first envelopes I had ever made, envelope system. I started this system first in 2023, and then I stopped for a little bit, and now I'm back on it. But yeah, those were pretty old and they were already starting to separate. Let me show you guys one of my old ones. So this was one of my old ones, and some edges were already coming apart. And for example, this one, the laminate was starting to peel off of the cardstock I had made. Some of the edges were still showing. It was just, I was still learning, and I still kind of am, but they are definitely better quality than the previous ones I had. Anyways, yeah, so let me know. So this was a simple theme I did for the bills. So YouTube we're skipping. Walmart we are adding 20. But I am currently loving how this looks. All right, and then we're gonna go all the way to Apple Care. Yeah, let's just go to Apple Care and then we'll come back if we need to. Apple Care, we did a 20, and that's all it has. And then, so Zip. I don't have an envelope for this, but I didn't make a miscellaneous, so the miscellaneous is going to stay the same. So we are going to add 25 to this as well. And now it has 20, 40, 5, and 50. We just did Zip, and that one's always going to stay probably in the back. I'm not going to make a specific envelope for this just because I don't usually do buy now, pay later type plans. It's very rare now that I do it. I used to do it a lot, but now since I am doing the budgeting system, I'm pretty good about just buying what I need. What I actually used that for was to buy this desk from Amazon, and I didn't have it in the budget. My desk and little setup is in the baby's nursery, so it's like kind of half nursery, half desk, or half office. So the previous desk that I had just didn't work with the setup, so I decided to get a different desk. That way we can fix the room to accommodate both. So that is the reason I did the Zip. But anyways, let's continue on. So let's go back. We're gonna go into car note, and it's gonna get its usual 125, and it's currently empty. We just paid that. So we got 120 and 5. And then we'll go to credit 1, which is somewhere here. Capital 1. Where? Credit 1. There we go. I didn't even notice it was right in front of it, where it usually is, but it just looks different, so it's harder for me to look for. Oh, I also did want to mention, so if I were to do these again, I would go ahead and print the lettering, or the ink, make the ink darker. So I did a light gray, and now looking at it, I don't think it's going to look okay. Just because you could barely read it on camera, which is fine. I know what it is, and I'm telling you guys as we go, but I think it would be better if the ink were a little bit darker. But back to this. So we credit when we are adding 65, 50, 60, and 5. So now credit 1 has 50, 100, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's count that again. So 50, 100, 20. Nope, one more time. Third time's a charm. So 50, 100, 10, 20, 5, 26, 27, 28. So 128, which is halfway of what we need to fully pay this card off, which is very exciting. Then that will mean I just have one more credit card left to pay from previous debt. The ones that I pay now, like Bass Pro and Capital One, that is because, like I've mentioned in a previous video, I use my credit card to pay for like groceries, gas, any spending I do, things like that. And then I obviously know I have the money in the envelope, so I just take it out and do the unstuffing. And yeah, that way I build up my credit and it all works out. I just have to be conscious of the amount of money I have in the envelopes and not overspend. But so that is it for my bills binder. Now we're going to go into my sinking funds. These are the reason why I think I should go darker on the ink. Again, I'll pull these out, but you could barely read what it says on there. So if I could redo them, that's something I would change. And I would make the little icons a little bit bigger so you could see the glare, but health is a little bit better darkness wise. And I'll show you guys the other ones as we go. But so for gas, I am going to be adding 20. Also, something that I think I'm going to change is just remove these trackers and keep them on a separate sheet. That way my envelopes, those just bump into the sides, so I think it would be better. Those are also very old. I got those from Aya Plans, and I just at the time didn't cut them right. Laminate, it was just a different process that I have now, so it's just a little bit different. But we said for gas we are adding 20, and I did that in just a regular 20. If I do end up doing this on a separate sheet in my budget book, then I would not be, maybe I would. I was going to say I would not be adding or writing in the amounts on camera. I would do it beforehand, but I don't know about that yet. So this should have 36, and I'm sorry I'm rambling so much in this video. So it has 20, 30, 5, and 6. Yeah, so I definitely need to trim down my trackers, or even maybe just reprint them and not laminate them, because it is a hassle to have to erase them once I finish it. Okay, so the next one is groceries, and let me show you like this better. So it's a little grocery bag. Again, the little symbol is a little too small, but I will be adjusting that. Yeah, I think I'm going to take out the trackers. That way Even this is hard to read. So in the next video, you'll probably not see trackers in here. Anyway, so groceries is going to get 50, and I just did that in a regular 50. So just 50. Let me update the tracker. Spending is going to get 40. And it is empty, so it is just going to have the 40 in there. Yeah, so we did into 20s. This 20 is really nice, so I'm going to switch it. Anyways, it has 20 and 40. And I just love how the vellum looks, how you can see the money through the vellum. Those are my favorite type of envelopes. So, household, we are skipping. Hygiene, we are adding 10. So it should have 20. Let's see, so we have 10, 15, and 20, which is perfect. These bills are just very flimsy today. I feel like my bank here close to my house just doesn't have good bills. Most of them are really flimsy or really ugly or dirty. And I don't care if they're dirty. It's just that, like, I've gotten ones where it's completely black and they have to, when I try to put them into an ATM, it doesn't read them. That's just very annoying, but that's what I mean by dirty. I don't really mind if it's dirty as in it has a spot here and there. No, I just mean they're very, very full of dirt everywhere in a big amount or a big space. I don't know how to say that, but you guys know what I mean. So we're gonna skip health. Pets is one that I do want to show you. So it is, let me take out the tracker. It is a little heart. Hopefully you can see that. And it has that little dot is a little paw print. So this is a big reason why I think I should have made the symbols a little bit bigger. I think it would look better, but still wanted to show you guys that. So pets is gonna get 15, and we did empty that, so that is all it's going to have. So we got 10 and 15. All right, and then date night, I'll show you guys this one as well. It's a little heart, or it's two little hearts connected. And then gifts is, are we stuffing gifts? Yeah, so I'll take out the tracker. Gifts, just says gifts, and then it has a cute little bow on top. So for gifts, we are adding 20. And that is all it has. gifts, I think, is one of my favorites. It's so cute. I love the little bow on top of just how it lined up. It just looks so cute. And fun, I didn't know what symbol to put, so I just put little stars. Again, you could probably barely tell. There we go. It's just some little stars. So for fun, we are adding 30. And that is all it's going to have as well. So we got 20 and 30. And that is going to be all for my sinking funds. I am thinking of remaking the dashboards. If I do that, you will definitely be updated, and I will let you guys know or show you guys how they look. Obviously, you will see them because they're going to be in my setup. So, 2K sinking funds. Let's just get that out of the way. We did that in 5 20s. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 10 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see. Switch this 10 out. Actually, these are pretty good. I think that's fine. So let's count it up. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So I'll put this aside to give to my boyfriend. And then we are stuffing our 1,500 savings challenge this week. This obviously didn't change, but let's go ahead and get this out. So we are doing $20, and let's get a color out. Let's do a pink. Actually, yeah, let's do a pink, and we'll do this 20 down here. And there is that. We filled out this one. We're just adding a 20. So now it has 150, 70, and 5. 175. We're moving pretty slow on this challenge, but I feel like it is okay. Just as long as we're saving something on the side. We are saving the 2,000, or we have that challenge going on, and then we're doing Mini Mondays. So I think it's okay that we're only getting little chunks at a time for that one. All right. So we did 3 10s, 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 5s to make 50. So now it has 10, 20, 35, 45, and 50. Perfect. We are all set for the next Mini Monday. All right, so next we're going to go into our high priority. This one is one that I definitely want to update the dashboards on, only because, let me move, there we go. So I do have it as high and low priority, but it is now going to be long-term and short-term goals. And for the moment, I only have one short-term goal. But this is another envelope that I do want to update ink-wise and size-wise. It's a cursive font. So I just feel like the emergency font should be a little bit bigger, as well as the long-term, and make them darker. So it does have lines. And again, everything's going to be darker. I'm thinking these lines can be the darkness of the bills one. And the letters or the words can be completely black. But anyway, so this is emergency fund. And we're not stuffing that, but I did want to show you guys. So that's how my long-term and short-term look. I need to trim this tracker. Anyways, so it would be your category and then what binder it goes into. So either short-term or long-term. But we are going to be stuffing Westy eFund, and this is how that looks. I just love this font. It is a little bit harder to read, but it's very beautiful. I love the way the cursive looks. But anyway, so Westy is going to get $20. Yeah, $20. So it should have a total of 40. So now it has 20 and 40. I did move important over to my long-term savings instead of it being just in my boyfriend's. I moved it from my boyfriend's just because important can be something either for him or for me or for both of us or the baby. So I thought it made sense to have it in the long term. So maybe this one would have even been a good short term envelope, but I decided to put it in long term just in case it is a long-term goal that we're saving for. So let's see, we did stuff his. It was in his. So right now we are saving for, I don't want to disclose what we are saving for. It's something personal, but it is an important thing we do need to get done. So we are going to put 20 in here today. And this is the first time we're stuffing it, so that is all it's going to have. Perfect. Car maintenance. You could barely read it, but it does say car maintenance on there. So these are all over the place. So we did that one. Westy. Car registration. We'll come back to car registration. So let's do car maintenance. Actually, no. Let's not come back to it. So I forgot to do a car maintenance envelope for me, or a car registration envelope for me. So I currently put it in the miscellaneous envelope. So let's not skip over that. And I did write a little note just so I remember what that's for. Car registration, so 15. My math is not mathing right now. So let's see. 55 plus 15. Of course, it's 70. Super easy. So let's add that. So now it has 20, 40, 50, 65, 70. So once I make that envelope, I will be moving this over to my personal binder section, just because he has his in his. But for now, that's where it's going to stay. Car maintenance is next. And we are adding a 20 in there. And now it has 50, 70, and 80. My boyfriend does need an oil change pretty soon, so this is going to be probably depleted here pretty soon. I think we're going to schedule an appointment for Sunday, but I'm not sure yet. So we're skipping medical e-fund. Dental is going to get 10. And now it has 20 and 30. Taxes is a new envelope that I am not stuffing this week, but I will be starting to stuff this. Actually, no, I did. So taxes usually stays in my bank account. I am going to put a placeholder. So I also have made these placeholders. I have hundreds. I made 500. And then a fully funded as well. So again, this might also be something I might start selling, so let me know if you guys are interested. But anyways, we do have 100 in the bank, so let's go ahead and add this in here. And then my only one in here, it is short term, is for home. And you could probably barely even read that. I'm so sorry that I printed it in such small font, not dark enough, but there we go. So home is going to be the only short term for now. And that is all for that binder. Next, we're gonna go into my personal binder. And let's see. So these are, I think, my favorite envelopes that I've made so far. They are this pink floral, and then same font as the high, or the long and short term. It's just beautiful. It has a green font, pink flowers with greenery around it. I just love how this looks. So that is going to be the one for my part of the personal binder. And then I'll show you his when we get there. So for mine, we are going, skipping nails, hair, we're going into beauty. And we are adding 20 in there. And that is all it has. And then we're also going into hobbies. I do need to get more vellum paper, so we are adding 10. And it is going to have 30, so 20 and 30. Clothes is going to be a new envelope, and that is all for my section. So for Roberts, I did do a plaid, and let's see, let me take it out to show you guys. So that is how it looks, and then I put the category and then his name, car registration. We are adding 5, so now it has 10 and 15. I love the plaid that we did. It came out so cute. I didn't know what to do for like more masculine, so I thought plaid would be perfect. And he does wear a lot of plaid, so it worked out. I also wanted to show you guys his baseball one. I wanted to do that one a little bit different. That is how that looks. I think this one's also one of my favorite envelopes. It just looks so cute with the baseball on there. But that is going to be all for that. And I did say that my envelopes were my favorite, but I actually think that the baby's binder is so cute. These envelopes I made just are so cute, and I love them. So for the baby binder, we are going to stuff Help. And you guys, look how cute these envelopes are. I am so sorry for the glare, but look how cute those are. They're little stars hanging, same font, cursive font, and then I put baby 2026. These are just adorable. I love them so much. I did also update some categories in here. So celebrations is staying. I'll go through these real quick. So celebrations is staying the same. I did add a hospital, and then we have health, clothes, diapers, formula. I did add a nursery, a mommy, just for stuff that I might need, and then miscellaneous is staying the same. But they are so cute. I love them so much. Look at that. They are just adorable. So these are for sure my favorite. So in here we are going to stuff health. We are adding 25. And that is all it's going to have. These are very gender neutral. I am having a boy. I know the binder is pink, but I am having a baby boy. But the envelopes for sure work for either. That is all for this. Next is my holiday binder, and those are also very cute. I just love how everything came out. So each envelope in here is different. So let's see. Let me take these out and I'll show you guys one by one. So we have celebrations. We have Mother's Day. Dia de los Niños is I don't know if we celebrate it here in America, but I know it's celebrated like a lot in Mexico. So it's a day of the kid. So it's kind of like Mother's Day and Father's Day, but for kids. And then Father's Day came out really cute. A whole bunch of tools. Birthday, so this is my birthday, and I did little lanterns with flowers. Didn't know what to do for my boyfriend, so I just put flags on there, like birthday flags, birthday banner. For birthdays in general, we did candles. I say we, like there's a lot of people. It's just me. And then Black Fridays, really cute. It's just, I put glitter on there, like a glitter banner. And Christmas is also very cute. it's just a Christmas hat over Christmas. Oh, that would have been so funny. It kind of looks like he's wearing the hat. It would have been so funny if I scooted it over a little bit. But let's go in here now that I showed you guys all the envelopes. Let's go in and stuff the ones I need to. So we are stuffing celebrations. Thanksgiving is coming up, so I need to save a little bit just because we usually do like a potluck. So I need to start saving a little on for what we are going to bring, which we have no idea yet. We haven't really talked about it, but that's what we do usually every year. So we got 20 and 30. Next, we're gonna go into my boyfriend's. And we are stuffing 70 in here today. His birthday is coming up here pretty soon, so I do need to stuff for that. So we have 50, 70, 90, and 100. And last, we are going into Christmas. And we are adding 100. So now it should have 166. We got 100, 50, 60, 5, and 6. So that is correct. And I do have 20 left over, which I don't know from what. I don't know where that was supposed to go, but I will go back and double check everything. And then I'll go ahead and add that. That is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys liked my new envelopes. Again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like me starting a shop and selling these envelopes. And I could also probably do my teller slips and the money placeholders. And maybe I can even add my cash plan sheet that I've made, things like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, your ideas. If it's something you guys are interested in, I might be able to start a little Etsy shop. But other than that, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the type of content I am making, please hit the subscribe button for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.